So this should get us past the door I was getting stuck behind. Bone charm, rune. But who's through here? Inactive sentry. No signs yet of other people. Alright. I will absolutely... What? I think there was an autosave happening. I don't trust your autosaves. I'll mark my own goddamn progress.
You're quite close now. I can't remember any other visitor getting so far. Do you feel pride? Anticipation?
Duke Luca Abel.
So he's constantly super aware of where we are, which is interesting because he's not alerting the guards when we get to places.
Found my bedroom, though I confess sleep usually eludes me. My mind won't stop turning.
We're in his bedroom. It's weird how aware he is all the time of where we are. And apparently doesn't care to do anything about it. Conditioning Sokolov. Is this the same thing we've seen before? I think this is new. Sokolov is more resistant to the notion of collaborating than anticipated. He's a stubborn old goat, which could be his undoing unless I'm careful with the electric shock machine. My goal is to render Sokolov pliable, but still capable of assisting me in designing a new version of the clockwork soldier. At the moment, each clockwork costs a fortune, but I'm certain my old teacher and I can find a way to reduce the costs. I reduce your costs with your electroshock. Letter from Duke Abel. Kirin, my dear grand inventor, who else possesses such a keen mind? Could any other of my inner circle achieve such industrial marvels? I appreciate how superbly your clockwork soldiers performed in Dunwall, cutting those guards still loyal to Emily Kaldwin to ribbons. And Brianna Ashworth claims you've been invaluable helping her with her oraculum contraption. Delilah would be pleased. Please dispatch a courier as soon as you have what you need from Anton Sokolov. Press him as you see fit. No methods are off limits. We must find a way to produce your clockwork soldiers in greater quantities. Your Duke, Luca Abel.
Ramsey and the Crown Killer were just the start. I need to break down Delilah's remaining allies. Jindosh, the Duke, all of them.
That is more or less the goal, yes. I'm glad you're just now catching up with the objective, protagonist. Thank you. What's... bunch of cameras pointing at some numbers? Oh, they're watching the walking cycle of the machine. Interesting. We can also pick up a bunch of stuff. Inoperative. Interesting. So that he's been doing tests in this room. And I am stocking up on rewire tools, apparently.
One of the finest views in all Karnaca.
He's rather self-obsessed. He can't even imagine failure, can he? Because he's so proud of himself. My efforts to fine-tune the electroshock machine have been less than successful, breaking down the more bothersome elements of a subject's personality, such as willpower, while leaving cognition and creativity unharmed, has proved unrealistic. Instead, my machine leaves the subject babbling like a child, which is the opposite of what I need from Sokolov. Oh, so we're not gonna be able to brainwash him into working on our team while still being a genius or anything. It sounds like he's just gonna be mentally disabled at that point, but not dead? That's rather brutal as far as solutions go. Is this the machine? No, it's just a chair. Is it like hookah pipes or something? So if I pull this lever, that could be a big one. There's the lab, there's Jindosh. How close am I to these? The bone charm, the rune, and the bone charm all seem to be below me to some extent. Can I see a place below me to go to? I can.
It's a long way down.
Ow. Wasn't really expecting that one to hurt, honestly. Well, now I'm outside the building. I'm sure that's one way to get to the rune, right? It's right through there. If only we could climb these things. I still can't, right? There's a lot of things in this level, in this game, that look like something you'd be able to climb straight up, but you can't really ever climb in this game. There's a window up there. Don't think I gotta reach it, though. There's something. That thing's getting closer. We have a vice. Sticky grenades. Some more ore. Another elevator. I think it's a different one. Hey, don't tell anyone if I don't. I won't tell anyone if you don't, right? Well, what's through here?
Yep.
Oopsie.
Might think you're going to elude my clockworks, but you'll only end up teaching me, adding to my studies.
Is anyone going to attack me in here? This place looks pretty complicated. Oh, that's a body. What have you been up to, sir? Ooh, maintenance key. That gets me to that one door. And we got ourselves a new rune. He has not triggered anyone to come after me yet. Letter from Delilah. Kirin, you ask what the void looks and feels like, if it can be measured like a real place. Here's my answer. Don't concern yourself with such matters. It is as real as anything I've ever experienced, but if you understood it, you'd know that such a statement makes as little sense as saying that I have been dead. The void is unspeakable. It is infinite, and it is nowhere, ever-changing and perpetual. There are more things in the endless black void, Kirin Jindosh, than are dreamt of in your natural philosophy. Leave aside things beyond your reach, and be content that you are gifted with more insight than the common man. Delilah. So even Delilah puts a boundary here, which I'm sure he's happy to hear about. Ooh.
You're somewhere few have gone. The very innards of the marvelous machine.
You have a lot of ammo lying around.
Playback loop.
Oh. I'm definitely hearing clockwork machines nearby. They're not necessarily in a spot to see me. There's so many supplies in here you can just get for free. And some money. Copper wire. There's a whole under area down here. I'll just do a quick lap just to keep an eye out. It looks like it might be pretty empty though. This is such a cool location. Why do I get the is the game going to keep upping the ante, or is it going to be disappointing by comparison for the rest of the game? Because this is a really cool location. I don't know how they're going to keep making locations like this for the whole run. That'd be pretty impressive. I'm kind of taking my sweet time and lingering for a while in most parts of this place because it's just a neat place to be in, and I kind of don't want to be leaving. There's so many little details everywhere. So many cameras and clockwork soldiers and research areas and labs and creepy macabre places where you find more corpses and wonder what the hell's going on with this dude. Alright, so I found the rune. There's 2 more bone charms back where I came from. How about Kirin Jindosh himself? He's right above me. It might be best to deal with him next then, since he's nearby. Huh. Oh. Fallen. Alright. Well, I'm about to do something very risky, which is that I'm about to go pull a lever and see what happens. Won't that be exciting? I'm sure there's a quick save button I should be looking at, but I feel just so comfortable having a nice, strong grasp of what my saves are doing at a given moment. Is this room about to get filled with, oh, the individual piece of room changed over. Are they all cycling now? Well, this is where things get weird. Is the whole thing gonna keep cycling? That's how it came in, right? Yeah.
Come out and end this trivial game of cat and mouse. I have important work to do.
What's he look like up there? Is he in a clockwork suit? He's right... He's up on the balcony. Alright, I'll switch to my jumping power. And I'll pull a lever again. And when I do so, I'll try to jump onto one of the ones that are going up.
At last, Imperial Majesty, you found me. You realize you're only the second person to set foot in this room, the most sophisticated laboratory in the Isles. Please, try not to damage anything as you die. Clockwork soldiers, dispatch this intruder!
Ah. So this is the hallway we saw before? There we go. I can at least get this thing open. This is such a cool area.
Right, enough of this. Come out and face me.
I'm working on it. There we go. Is anyone guarding in here right now? Never got a chance to open you, did I? Cable goes somewhere I can't quite see.
I would be curious to observe the rumored degeneracy of the Kaldwin line.
Oh! Look at that. You can actually see how the place is laid out. Good luck. I assume we're in the atrium right now. Yeah, you can see the laboratory is 5 across from 1 on the right side of the screen. Making sense of it all is a little tough, though, because of how crazy this whole place is.
An oversimplification, I assure you. I wonder, does it get under your skin, knowing that Delilah is sleeping in your chambers at Dunwall Tower?
I don't think there's even any... I don't think there are any clockwork soldiers down here. Can I use that? Oh, no. Just thought maybe grabbing a diagram would help me. Alright, so I need to find him. He's up there. Definitely want to knock him out. If I can find a back way up, we're better off. Because the obvious front way up is going to get me caught, I think. Where's this? The Pendician continent. The book's everywhere. If I could find a way into like the ventilation or somewhere above me, it'd probably sneak up a little better. Where is this? Hello. Got some ivory. Another one of those sellable maps. How is there more? How is there always more to find?
Brianna Ashworth.
So many events in motion, each exerting subtle gravity. With Delilah, a new empire could be drawn, and all the old barriers broken. Much could be accomplished. My clockwork soldiers have played their part, but each costs more coin than a wealthy man sees in a lifetime. It could take years to find a solution on my own, but if Sokolov can be tamed, together we might refine the process, making new clockworks at a fraction of the cost. Whether I seduce my old teacher with the thrill of discovery, or whether I'm forced to apply the clamps to his flesh and turn on the voltage, no matter.
Brutal. I don't know if I finished this thought before, but I was thinking like, what if he has some sort of nasty plan to get all these clockwork soldiers into a bunch of powerful people's homes and then maybe take out all the powerful people in one fell swoop by having the soldiers turn on them. He made them. He must control them. So what do you control? Whoa! Could have gone either way there, obviously. Rotating secret room. This dude had some. This guy had some serious fun making this place, didn't he? Clockwork Army timetable. Jindosh, I was pleased to hear that the Duke has you working on a much less costly version of your clockwork soldier. I saw firsthand what a handful of clockwork soldiers did in Dunwall. With many more units, we should be able to assert much more military power following the coup. What truly concerns me is the timetable. When will you be able to give us a date? We have ambitious plans, my friend, and we cannot accomplish them without our grand inventor. Sincerely, Major Nico Philetos, 1st Attachment of the Duke, Grand Circling Guard.
I honestly wonder if you believe you can make a difference. I've seen so many perish in this house.
This could be the end of the Isles.
Hello. I look upon the craftsman. So many secrets. So this moved, didn't it? On top of this moving.
All movements are linked. Everything has a purpose. It's all connected, you see.
Is this a 3rd alternate room? Or is it 4 rooms? Whoa. This place is elaborate. Okay. No, this is the same one from before. Okay. So I'm not totally crazy. Let's try writing it then.
Shifting the walls and floors as if you were born here. Clever. Or are you just moving things at random?
Ah, we're back in the bedroom. Was this here earlier? I may have missed it. I may have just walked past it last time or something. Woohoo!
Machine is experiencing certainty.
It's fine, he won't catch us. Alright, so it didn't really give me access to the next floor the way I was hoping, but it certainly did a few other things. Yeah, I'm curious what we can accomplish by sneaking in through there. This place is doing my head in. Well, if nothing else, I found some cool stuff. So there's that. Don't wanna lose that progress. Now let's deal with the actual boss. I think. So unless anything's changed, no one should be down here. There's the door that there's one of the doors I could use to get in and out.
1,000 rotations. Reintroducing graphite.
So if I could open this, that'd be good. Ah. Is that the elevator? Oh yeah, you can go all the way down from here. Oh, it will come. Oh, I almost got killed by the door just now, I think. That would have been brutal. All these rats. Up we go. Alright. Ah. That's fine. I'm sure I can go higher, right? There we go. Now we're on the same floor as Jindosh. That might go somewhere interesting. Let's see. Where does that let out? I gotta check, right? Sneaky, creepy, crawly, creepy, creepy. What's that?
Kirin Jindosh.
Shit. That's how you get trapped. That's how you get caught. What did I accomplish from that? It got me into this part of the room, I guess. Don't know if that was worth it. No indication of him seeing me. Is he right over there? Yes, he is.
Can't you do your jobs and protect me, you idiots?
Reintroducing graphite.
That was a lot of shouting, considering he was knocked clean unconscious immediately.
At this point, the clockwork is scouting.
So how much of this voice act? So all this voice acting I'm hearing is all recordings. Oh, there's two of them here. I had to get to his body. Yep. There's a little copper wire over there, but I'm not necessarily that into that right now.
Exploration of the area. Search playback.
Keep going. The fact that they look both ways is freaky. Obviously.
This indicates the search protocol is underway. Search complete.
How does their pathing work?
General detection state.
Just gonna take it slow. Stay between the two of them. Oh, he turns around. I thought they were going in circles. Maybe they do. Oh, if
Playback for detection registered.
if I get in that room and find out that there's a distraction thing.
Take this opportunity to backcharge second coil.
Alright, I know what to do here.
At this point, playback for combat protocol state.
Nope.
The machine
Nope.
has entered combat.
That's not what I wanted. Ow.
This
Shit.
execution of my machine.
Ah, it almost worked. Let's just take the fast route there and see how far I can go. Since I don't know how good they will detect me in this situation.
Exploration of the area.
They did not seem to see me.
The machine
What?
is experiencing uncertainty.
How does line of sight work? How does line of sight work in that situation? Shit.
Enemy attack.
Shit, I didn't mean to do that.
Playback for combat protocols.
That's not what I'm trying to do either, honestly.
Combat protocols. Aristocratic profile. Playback for execution.
Yeah, that's not
of
working.
foe. Combat protocol 6. Okay, shut it down.
This is a mess.
Enemy evasion successful.
Shit.
When display search is underway.
That didn't work. Shit going. Haha. What a mess. Hi there. The good news is I have, and the bad news is, pretty close to getting caught, aren't I? Was there one of them over here still? Yep.
This playback indicates detection without certainty.
Fuck.
The detection.
This playback should trigger in case the machine detects my...
Jesus Christ. Ah, so I need to distract them or something. Unless there's a way to electrocute them? How do you is there a way to disable the machines? Hey now, the stun mine has electricity on its icon. That could be useful. Let's give that a go. They're not noticing her. Go! Be a distraction.
The machine has entered. Okay, shut it down.
Oh. Severe. Neato. Alright, well, let's use that then. Notice me.
Unauthorized presence. The machine is over.
Look at that. Oh, that's pretty. Alright. Now we have a reason to care about the stun mines, absolutely. And no, I do not count that as kills. I don't know if the game will. I'd be really bummed out if the game count that as killing someone, because they're just stupid machines that are clearly not people. I can't imagine any reason why this would increase chaos, for example. What's that? Plaque. They have plaques? What do those do? Huh. I can't imagine why the game would increase chaos for killing them, so I assume they don't count. Might be proven wrong, we'll see. A reflection on my journey to producing content part 4. Is that one new? I think that's further than we've gone so far with Sokolov. 2 dead on our first day on the continent, but the new world was not sated and would have one more. None other than the captain himself. His group had found a cluster of small rodents, much like rabbits or prairie moles. The lure of fresh meat proved too much a temptation for our good captain, who had dined on scant fish and the same rations as the crew all these dreary months. He was able to grab one of the creatures with his bare hands, but the docile beasts were not so tame after all. Having allowed the captain to pick it up, the creature became enraged and delivered severe stings from a gland hidden in its tail. The captain complained of heat and itching where the stings had penetrated, but insisted they press on. He died of asphyxiation within a quarter hour. It was suddenly obvious to me that at this rate of attrition we would not only fail to sufficiently research the continent, but we might soon lack enough crew to make the return voyage. Something had to be done to save the venture, and so I immediately declared myself captain. On my orders, the remaining crew kept to the relative safety of the beach for the duration of the week. Though I sent 2 young academy students armed with nets and cages to fetch a live sample of the prairie mole that had so swiftly killed the captain, as first and foremost, ours was a research expedition. I think that's a new one, yeah. Yeah, it got added to my journal like it was new, too. Alright, well this was certainly an interesting little expedition. Let's see what I can find around this place, since it's now should be wholly undefended. Hello. Grab that? No. We'll deal with carrying you in a moment. Anything cool in here? Dried husk. We grab a lot of those, don't we? I'm beginning to become alarmed. Can I open you? No. Bullets. Thank you. Always happy to find one of those. I've been burning through them, I think. Oh, we have 6. I've been surprisingly steady, apparently, grabbing new ones as we go. Yeah, despite all the clutter, there's a serious lack of actual usable things right there. Is that a Sokolov painting? Light among the inverse curve. Another 200 coins. Paintings are valuable in this game. Some lucky sphalerite. Ooh, another rewire tool. I wonder if you can rewire the guards. That'd be a nice thing to try. Maybe they can make one of them your oh, if you could make them turn on each other. The concern there, though, is I guess this would have been the ideal situation to do it in, because I would have made one of them my team and fight the other one, if it does work that way. But if I did it in a different context, it might kill humans and then get in some trouble. Note to Kirin Jindosh. Kirin, it's my hope that the pale stars look down with favor upon your attempts to gain Sokolov's favor. But if the old goat will not bend to your will, I can offer an alternative to merely keeping him locked in your assessment chamber and subjecting him to cruel electrotherapy. I've started a new effigy, cast in Sokolov's shape. Given time, I believe it might grant me some influence over your esteemed guest, Brianna. So I'm sure Brianna's going to be one of our other targets over the course of this game, right? She sounds like she's a quest. I mean a witch. She's using effigies. Conditioning Sokolov. Lots of journals about this. I tire of dealing with my old teacher. I'm confident that I don't need him to simplify the design of the clockwork soldier, but without Sokolov, it could take years to reduce the cost of each clockwork. To design a version that can be built with cheaper, more readily available materials, and assembled by Duke Abel's half-witted factory workers. The Duke will get his clockwork army. I'll make sure of that. The question is when. I'll keep experimenting with the electroshock machine, trying to get it just right. And if Sokolov can't be made to help me, I'll continue using the machine on him anyway, as entertainment. Cheery fellow, ain't he? Cheeriest fellow of them all. Think that's all we're gonna find around here? I think it's time to grab him and go and figure out what I'm gonna do with him next. There's the carriage. There's the lab. So do I shock him in here, or do I shock him where Sokolov currently is? Guess I'll find out.